Welcome back, Rage Nation. I wanted to let you know how these Brewers came out. I got the print on demand for Brewers. Just feel like playing them again. And they're my first guild in Guild Ball. So I just wanted to show you, this is kind of like the second wave of the print on demand that Steamforge is doing through that third party company. So I want to see if there's any improvements. I didn't have a lot of issues with the engineers that I ordered off the first wave of stuff, like right when things were available for order. This I ordered about a month ago, so Steamforge worked out some of the kinks. They still have some things they're working through, but fun enough, I got fish coming in a couple weeks, so hopefully I'll be able to see if those are super crisp. But a couple things I noticed different from these from the engineers, so I just wanted to share those. So first thing I did want to show you was with the kickoff starter that you can get for Brewers. I'm going to move all this aside, show you the stuff that you can print. So the stuff that it's free to print. Steamforge has it on their website. You just download the files. If you have a 3D printer, you can print them, show you how those turned out. You can see them over here, they're already primed. And then I'll show you the print on demand stuff up close. So let's slide all that out of the way. So you don't even have to buy the full Brewers Guild. You just have to buy one 6-man box and then the bench. So looking at it, came out pretty good. I do have the older kickoff models as well, so we can kind of compare those a little bit. So just look at these a little close. I was really surprised by them. So this is the printed one. This is kind of the original kickoff, and you can see they're pretty similar. Same pose, same kind of look. Got these other extra barrels there though. Really hefty model, really feels good in the hand. So that was stave. Then we got spigot. And this is the kickoff spigot. So you can see pretty similar. I think scaled up a tiny bit. That one has a little hair on, there we go. So you can see pretty similar. This one's definitely got a little more definition with spigot. Then we got Hooper. This is one of my favorite different poses that they did with Hooper. Really gave him a different look from Tapper. So that was kind of really nice that they re-sculpted and reposed him. Okay. Let's see here. Then we got Friday, everybody's favorite girl. You can see she's got a different pose to her. Face is kind of turned a little inward. Details a little better. Knife looks better too. Hair is so much better there. This little ponytail used to break off all the time. So the fact that they have it just kind of going down her back now makes it where that's just better designed. Okay, we got Tapper. So you can see Tapper is just about the same. Can't hate on Tapper. And then we got the mascot that got a huge beef up, just glow up, right? This cat's just so much bigger. And then this guy's exactly the same, Lucky. So that's just the comparison of the kickoff box to the new kickoff box. Just some slight differences in sculpts and sizes. So definitely was good to see that that's kind of the same. All right. So now let's look at the new stuff. So one thing I noticed right off the bat is that the goalpost didn't come on a base. I don't know if they did that because of the resin issue they were having where the resin was leaking on some of these bigger base models. I had that issue with Fissure, but you can see the goal looks great, by the way, but you can see you just got to have your own base for it. I don't know if that's a me thing or if they're doing this with all of these now, but I'm okay with it. It's fine. I have plenty of 50 mil bases, but the detail on this thing's really cool looking. Right, so you got kind of like the barley up here, got the Brewer logo, and you just got this sweet looking barrel. Gotta clean that up a bit, but that's nothing that's gonna ruin my day. So just a really cool goal. I like this a lot. Throw that in the back. All right, we'll start with the bench. So in the bench, you get these three. You got Vet Decimate, you got Flea, and you got Corker. Corker, his model hasn't changed hardly at all. Real good quality, really solid model. Well put together. Not a lot of issues. Once again, small stuff you got to clean up. These aren't as bad catching on these mats as the other ones were. So I think this got smoothed a little bit. Some of them still need to be smoothed off, but still looks good. Corker turned out great. I love this model. I haven't played him a ton yet, but he just is a great looking captain. All right, Vet Decimate. I have lots of experience with her. She looks great. Everything seems solid. The sword, a little bend to it, but doesn't seem fragile. This little hilt doesn't seem too bad. Good detail. Really like the way that she turned out. Hope to play her a bunch. Then the model I've never played, Flea. You notice dog's missing? I don't think that's I mean, it's sad, but it's not going to be there. So if you get Flea in this version, you're just getting the boy, getting the lad. Good detail though. It'd be cool if there was a dog there, but can't have everything, I guess. All right, so that's the bench, the goalpost. The goalpost comes with the other 6. So let's put these down for y'all to see together. So this is the 6 that comes together, and then that's the bench on the side. So let's look at this cool ball that we have here. Just kind of a cool little whiskey barrel ball. I like it, dig it, simple but flavorful to the Brewers. Then we got Esther's. This model has not changed at all. The only thing, so everything is as is when it came in today in the mail. This horn did break off, so I did have to glue that. But I mean, that's nothing big. That's just some wear and tear on minis that you'll have to fix eventually anyways. But she looks exactly like she always has. Just a beefy big gal. Then we got Quaff. Once again, Quaff hasn't changed. You will notice a lot of these Brewer sculpts are the exact same. And I didn't hate the sculpt, so I don't really mind that. Quaff looks great. Then we got Stoker. I think they did some simple fixes with Stoker. This looks better than the old metal one, in my opinion. I don't have it with me to compare because I just don't know what that I did with that model. I think I traded it or gave it to somebody. But the flame looks a little more detailed. And his cloak doesn't look as flat. On the metal model, it looked very flat. This one kind of flows really nicely. Has a little bit more detail, I feel like, to him. So I really like this model. Stoker is one of my favorite models in the Brewer range. Then we got Pint Pot. Once again, exactly the same as he was. Just a big brawling dude. Pine Pot was one of the first blisters I bought for Brewers because he came out like right when I started the game. Then we have Vet Spigot. Once again, pretty identical to what he was. Simple. This is probably the model that has the most changes to it, and that is Mash. This pose on Mash I love. This dude just looks hulking and menacing. Something I didn't notice is, I'm not sure if this is plastic. Yep, it was just some kind of like loose plastic on there. So I literally just scraped that off with my thumb. But man, this guy's cool looking. I wish he still had unpredictable movement like he did back in the day, but really cool. So let's kind of put it all together and we'll talk generally what I think about this print compared to the engineer's print. So let's put the bench over here. Esther's and the gang over here. And then Tapper. All the Brewers politics going on here with Esters and Tapper fighting for control. All right, so don't mind the Malifaux McMorning stuff in the back here. So looking at this, we'll adjust it a little bit because we want to get kind of a nice picture here of the team. There we go. So, I mean, you like I said, you get this half for free, right? So this is just something you can get somebody to print for you. So essentially that's free. Then you just have to buy this in the 3-man bench, really cheap. I mean, you're spending maybe $70 for the rest of this guild. You get a cool goal with it, you get a cool ball. I love the resculpt on MASH, and Stoker just looks amazing, and Corker looks really cool. Vet Decimate looks really cool. The guild just really has a nice vibe to it, right? So as far as quality goes, everything in this print is pretty fantastic. Like I said, the only issue I had was the broken horn, but easy glue job to fix that. Not having a base for the goal, don't care about that because I have plenty of 50 mil bases. I know there's some people that are arguing, hey, just stop printing bases, and but not everybody has random bases just hanging around. So I don't agree with just saying no bases, because if you're a new player, it's like, oh, I have these models, but no bases to put them on. So now I have to jump through that hoop. I don't see any issues with resin. Nothing had leaky, uncured resin. All the sculpts were well put together. Nothing looks flimsy. So to me, this is an improvement off of the print quality. I know some people are still having occasional issues with some of their stuff. Some of the funny ones, though, are like the tiny tenderizer or the huge models that got like a, they got upscaled a little bit. So no issues with this, though. I think it looks great, and I think a lot of people are going to have fun when they get their printed stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say. It's just really good. I really enjoy getting this stuff. I'm really curious to see what the fish and the navigators are going to look like when I get them. Let's see, I ordered them the beginning of March. So if everything is still timed out the way it has been for the other 2 orders that I've done, I imagine I'll probably get the Fisherman the second, or I'd guess second week of April, if I had to take a guess. And I am curious, though, because these Brewer models are a little more solid. They're stocky, right? A lot of the Navigators and Fishermen, they tend to be a little flimsier. They got a lot more stabs, a lot more spears. They're a little more whimsical, right? So I am curious to see how that's going to go. I did see somebody posted that they had a Fisherman print that some of the stuff was a little jacked up. So if you have any problems with your stuff, I'll put it in the link below, but you basically can fill out just I wouldn't call it a complaint, but just a customer service request, just saying like, hey, this got messed up in my print. I saw somebody got the wrong model in a couple of prints. Like I think it was like a Vet Cinder was, not a Vet Cinder, maybe it was just regular Cinder, was missing in their sculpt. He had 2 bolts instead. So if you have an issue like that where something's just jacked up, just fill out that. And I don't know the process and how long that's taking to get back to it now, but that's kind of the route you'd go with it. But yeah, I mean, listen, I understand some people are frustrated with stuff not getting printed quickly or not to the best that they're wanting. Some people are complaining about some minor deficiencies. I'm not that guy. I'm looking at, okay, can I paint it and can I be happy playing it? I mean, come on. I mean, I used to play these kickoff models that are, they're okay print quality, but they were very kind of rubbery and some of the detail wasn't quite there. So, I mean, I'm very happy with the quality because I can play and paint them and they'll look good. If you're kind of, one of those people who wants it very crisp model, and you're like, I don't like any deficiencies, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of game companies that it's tough to get that. But if you looked at these models, the detail is great. I mean, you can see the beard and the horned helmet of MASH. You can see the fire detail over in Stoker. So I don't see that complaint. Some people are more picky about certain hobby aspects than I am, though. But whether you are or you aren't, I hope you get some use out of this video so you can decide what you're thinking about all these printed models, whether you like them or not, or whether you're going to stay away from them. Same thing I did last time. I mean, this is like a 9 out of 10 for me. This is closer to being a 10 for me. The only thing that's stopping me from saying like, yes, this was awesome, 10 out of 10 is what I'd rate it, is one, you don't have the dog. I don't know why they removed the dog off of Flea. And the other one's probably, I wish Esther's was, I wish they did something interesting with her. She's just in the kind of same type of pose. She didn't get any kind of change, and she just always had a boring kind of stance to me anyways. So I wish they would have done something with that. But everything else looks great. Even the older poses, I'm perfectly happy with. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you like the way that these models turned out. Let me know how your print-on-demand services have been going. If you got a guild, let me know if something was jacked up or if they look great, if you're excited to play Guild Ball. And until next time, make sure that you guys are rolling dice and throwing salt, and we will see you all later.